So here we are, midweek motivations. We're in episode 5, right? The 90-day shift, the shift to get you from where you are to where you want to be. And the topic for today is time. So what are you doing with your time? I think is one of the most important questions that we can ask you, that anyone can ask you on this journey to get to where you want to go. Because your time is so important, because no matter how much time you have, it is the exact same amount of time that someone has in the room next to you, in another country, in a Fortune 500 company, that's doing exactly what you want to do. They have the same amount of time in a day that you have. But oftentimes we believe that our time is being stolen, our time is being taken. There was a study that I read that they did this test with people where they had a group of people and each individually were tested where they would give them like an item, like a cup. And they would come in the room, they would have a cup, and then when they would leave the room, someone would come and move the cup somewhere else. And what they found is the majority of the people, the first thing they would say is, rather than did I misplace this or did I move this somewhere, they would say is, who took my cup or who took this item? They would automatically think that someone was taking something from them or someone had done something to them. Does that happen to you? I mean, have you ever been home and you move your keys and you automatically ask the other person or your spouse or your significant other or your family, like, hey, did you take my keys? Did you take this? Did you move that? We automatically ask the other person when really it was you. It was in the other pocket, or your sunglasses were on top of your head and you didn't even realize it, right? Is that you? Am I getting too close? Well, that's fine. So the question is, what are you doing with your time? So who is robbing you of your time? Because oftentimes, if you're the person that says that my time has been taken from me, are you the person that's robbing your time? Is it social media? Right? Are you on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or something on social media that is taking up all your time? It could be television. You could be the person that says, I can't wait to get home so I can just sit on the couch and I can turn the television on and I can binge watch my favorite show. It could be Netflix or Hulu or YouTube or whatever it might be. And listen, in no way do I think that I am perfect. I do things on a regular basis that can give you examples of how I am not perfect and I am not even close to it. But I will tell you that there are times where I'm a fan of movies. I'm a fan of Marvel. And it's okay to be a fan of television and movies and social media. It's when those things are outweighing your time or taking up too much of your time that you feel like you're robbed. Why? Because you're not getting where you want to go, right? There's a huge difference between me spending time doing something and me investing time doing something. Spending, investing. So what's the difference between spending and investing? Lots of times people will tell me, well, David, I can't really get to where I want to go because I have a family. And I have to spend a lot of time with my kids or spend time with my family. I have to take them here, I have to take them there. I have to buy groceries. I have to do all these kinds of things. So in your mind, you look at it as they're taking time from me that I could be doing other things. When in reality, that's investing, right? I'm investing into my kids. I'm investing into my wife. I'm investing into my friends. There's a huge difference if I go to someone and I say, can you let me borrow $5? And if you let me borrow $5, I'm going to give you $10 back. Most of you people would say, sure, I'll give you $5 if you're going to give me $10 back. That's investing. But there's always that friend that's always like, can I borrow $5? Can I borrow $1? Can I borrow this? Can I borrow that? Can I use this? And the reality is, you know you're never going to get that paid back. Right? Does that make sense? Difference between what I'm spending on people versus what I'm spending on my family. Everybody has the same amount of time, right? The most successful people and sometimes us, or people that are not successful, same amount of time. So what is it that you have to sacrifice to invest more, right? Because that's what really successful people have done. They've sacrificed so they can invest time or their money or their resources into something that's going to pay them in the end. They see the outcome. of what's going to come. It's like the game Monopoly, right? You ever play Monopoly with people? It probably isn't the best game to play with people if you want to stay friends with them or if you want to stay family, because there's always somebody that gets upset. But in Monopoly, when I'm going around the board, I can play it one of two ways. I can buy up specific property that I know that I want to get the same colors of, like a boardwalk or a park place, and then I'm going to keep saving my money to be able to put a house, to be able to put a hotel, put multiple hotels, so that when someone lands on that property, they are going to pay me out. And it's all worth what the amount of money I invested in it, because it pays me back. But let's say that I'm just getting random property after random property after random property. I don't really have a cohesion. I'm just spending my money anything I land on. And then I'm hoping at some point somebody will trade me or somebody will make me a good offer, right? I can never really get momentum on that. It's the same thing with what you're doing with your time, okay? At the end of the day, you have to think is, what am I doing with my time? Am I investing it or am I spending it? And if you're spending it, then what sacrifices are you going to make and what changes are you going to make to get yourself out of the spending onto investing? Okay? Think about that today. You've been on a good path right now. You've been staying on this path. For some of you, you've been making choices and making decisions that are getting you to a new level, and you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, but you know you're on the right path. For others of you, you're saying to yourself, I want to get started. I'm going to get started tomorrow. But if I keep saying the phrase, I'll start tomorrow, then I never get started. You ever seen the restaurant that has a sign, free lunch tomorrow? You never get free lunch. There's always a tomorrow. But for me, I can't look at it that way. Tomorrow's not promised. So I have to put a higher value on my time, which means if I have to wake up earlier in the morning to go do something, I have to do that. If I have to go later to sleep, or if I have to go earlier to sleep because I have to start my day sooner, I have to do that. So what are you doing to be able to make your time an investment versus a cost? I hope this is encouraging for you. All right, guys, Midweek Motivation is going to continue moving forward. Join the 90-day challenge group, the 90-day shift group. Like the David Firpi Facebook page. Share, share, share. We'll see you soon. Remember, to be more, you have to do more. To be more than the person you are today, you have to do more than what you've done yesterday. Have a great day, guys.